Hey guys, Mel the Train Tutor here again. Now, I've been getting a lot of comments on, how do you cover up these connector holes on these Mantic builds? What are you doing? How are you doing it? Yeah, so rather than, so I thought I'd come up with a quick tutorial about it. One, because there's a lot of interest in how to do it, and two, it's going to save me time replying the same thing over and over again. Okay, guys, so I'll just take you through what I sort of do. Now, very quickly, I do a few things on these sort of builds, okay? I cover where the panels join, yeah? So white bars on there. I cover all the connector holes to take them away from that sort of, Mantic panel dead zone look. Have I missed one there? No, I hadn't missed one. Thought I'd missed one. Ooh. But no, I do that, and on top of that, what I do is I actually, put rods in as well to seal the gaps between the panels, so you don't get any gaps in between the panels. And basically all I'm trying to do is just make it look more solid, so when we put that undercoat and when we paint them up, they don't look like panels. Now you'll have to go with me first, because it's the first time one of my tutorials with me filming that I've just put everything on automatic and not tried to control things. So let me know how it comes out in the end, if you can hear me, if you can see what I'm doing and all that sort of stuff. But let's talk about these. Right, now the first thing I want to cover is, oh my god, dog, you stink. There's some real benefits for putting your dog on a raw feed diet. It's very healthy, it's more content, it's calmer, but my god, does it stink. Oz, go lie down. Out, out, out. Go fart in there. Sorry, guys. Right. Don't look at me like that. Right, okay, sorry guys. Right, so let's cover covering these edges first. And to do this, yeah, what I've got is I've got some strips of plasticard. Okay, and I just cut these out of a mill sheet of plasticard, and they're about 3mm across. 3 to 4mm works for me. Okay, and obviously I need to cut them out to fit into these connector holes. Now what I'm going to do quickly is, let's see if we can bring the camera down. Right, so what we've got here is one of the panels, and obviously we need to cut out these little white strips to go into here. So this is how I do it. Now obviously you're going to need quite a few of them, and it's sort of a batch process. Yeah, so just get a simple panel, just one like that. Yeah, the flat ones without any raised detail work the best. There's a lot of panels that have some raised detail on it, and they can be a bit troublesome at times. Yeah, but these sort of gangplanks and this sort of stuff work really well for this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of black electrical tape or sellotape, masking tape. Masking tape's okay, but for this I actually prefer black electrical tape. Yeah, and then it's just literally a simple batch process job. Yeah, so I just come along, yeah, I grab my strip, and then what I do is I slice. So I don't press down. Yeah, if you press down, and basically where I'm aiming to put it is I'm aiming to put my knife in that groove. Yeah, so if I put that there and sort of give it a little move, you can see just very tiny. Yeah, I put a little notch into there. Yeah, and that's my guide. And so all I've got to do is come along. Yeah, and then line it up, cut it, move it, line it up. Yeah, and it is as simple as that. So what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do a couple more now. Right, and that's how easy it is to simply cut these pieces. Now, if you're worried you've cut one a bit too large, you can just check if it fits. Yeah, it fits. Yeah, one quick tip. If you do, the motion you do this in is sort of a slicing motion. Yeah, and the reason for that is quite simple. Okay, if you just press down, you're transferring quite a bit of kinetic energy into it. And it's gone. It's over there somewhere. And let me show you that again. Yeah, as you put the force in, it puts like a kinetic energy in it. Oh no, that one didn't even bugger. Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, there's energy. It jumps about. Yeah, so use a nice, easy slicing motion. Yeah, line it up with your little notch. Yeah, simple as that. Okay, so that's how I cut them out. That's how I sort of batch cut them out of 3mm strips of 1mm thick styrene plastic card. Okay, so let's actually look at working with these pieces. So what should we do first? The putting them in or gluing strips? Tell you what, let's put these in first. Okay, all you need is some plastic glue. Yeah, now what I want to show you very quickly, yeah, is, and just let me focus on this. Okay, you can see these lugs, connector lugs, yeah, I have got 1, 2, 3 in there. Yeah, these connector lugs are perfectly clean. Yeah, they're the ones that aren't connected to the sprue, so they're really nice and clean. These ones here were connection point. Oh god, these ones here were connection points. Okay, that one's actually a clean one, but they're all flat. They all sit in the recess. Yeah, because they've been filed and cut down. Now, if I come over to here, yeah, this has been filed down, but this one has still got a bit of a lug on, and the difference it makes, yeah, is if I drop that in there carefully, it will sit flat. Yeah, whereas if I drop exactly the same one into there, it won't. Do you see that? It sort of raises up. Really sorry about the focus and everything, guys, but do you see how it doesn't sit flat? Whereas if I put it in this one, come on, it's a lot easier once they've got glue in. Whereas that one does sit flat. Okay, so when you're getting these out, yeah, if you're intending to put over connectors and that sort of things on them, yeah, you really need to you really need to sort of clean these connector lugs off. Yeah, if you forget about it or you want to do it afterwards and you haven't, it's just a simple matter of coming along with your blade and just use a sharp blade. Don't use a dull blade like me. This damn thing had struggled to cut through butter. But Craig at Terrain Directors, oh god, I'm not even filming this. Right, now if you want to clean them off and you haven't filed them down but you've already glued them in, it's just a matter of getting your hobby knife and literally just cleaning them off. Yeah, and once they're flat, they're absolutely fine. So when it comes to actually putting this stuff in, all you got to do is put a little drop of plastic glue, yeah. Focus. I don't like autofocus. Decided. Okay, and then just get your little plastic strip. So let's choose this one. Yeah. Drop it in. And then just with your thumb, push it down. And that's all there is to it. Back again. Right, guys. So that's all I do to what you call it to get the covers on. You know, simply cut them out using a panel like that, mass produce them, and then a bit of glue, pick a panel up, drop it in, push it in with my thumb, move on. Okay, it's a really quick job. Now the other thing is these these sides and covering up these connector lines. Yeah, so those connector lines there. Now the problem with these is they sort of identify the pieces as panels put together, and I don't really like them. Now once again, much like these connectors, yeah, if you haven't cleaned off your your sprues properly, your sprue connectors, where it sort of joins, the plastic sheets, the plastic card won't actually stick down properly. So if you've got a little bit sticking up, you can either get a file or a hobby knife and just literally clean it off like that. Yeah, and that's fine. Now there's a little trick to getting these white bits meeting up, and I'll show you that now. Yeah, let me just cut a strip off. Kinetic energy. Gotta love kinetic energy. Right, put your glue down. Yeah, literally right down the center and just a little bit over. Okay, get your white sheet. I'm gonna have to get the name of these right. Okay, that's it. And then simply, what you call it, rub it up and down a bit with your with your thumb and spread it around a bit. Yeah, because that'll help it stick down, and that'll help the glue to sort of melt the plastic and help the plastic to join. Now you'll notice one of the things that I've done is, let me push it up a bit more, I've made sure that the piece, it's like a 3D puzzle, right, I've made sure that this piece here actually sticks out, okay, beyond the actual where I want it to go to, and I'll show you why in a second. But now what we've got to do is just let this dry. So it's all dried now, as you can see, sticking up a little bit. Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it off, and I'm going to end up with sort of a triangle on this. So first one, I come along this side, I put my clippers flat with that edge. Yeah, ooh, yeah. And all I'm basically doing is coming along and I'm clipping it like that. Okay, so it runs with that flat. Yeah, I then switch over to the other one, and it exactly with the flat again. Okay, and what that does is it gives me a nice pointed corner. And then very quickly with a hobby file, yeah, I come in and I'm going to go this way, always pushing sort of downwards, if you know what I mean. Don't pull it back up because that may lift the plastic up. So very quickly just smooth that bit off. Yeah, come here, smooth that bit off. And all I'm basically trying to do is make it level with that. Level with that. And then it's time to put the next piece on. So very quickly, grab that. Kinetic energy. Do you like my little triangle, by the way? Some spare ruins. I've done all the buildings now, so I can't show you on them. Right, and then glue. Oh, bugger. So this one's dry now. Once again, we come along and we do the same thing. So, last piece. Glue, and then just stick it on just like the others. So, we go along level with that, bring it round like that. Along level with that one. Yeah. And then, once again, push it. Just get to this point, just give it a quick general light file. Don't go too heavy or you might sort of make these slip. Yeah, and all you're looking to do is just disguise the join lines. And there you have it. How to easily, hide and cover up all those. Now, another thing I do a lot of is covering the joins between the panels, yeah, with these round rods. Okay, now these are, I think they're 1.3 mil. You can use various widths, but as long as it sort of fills this gap here, if you know what I mean, it's fine. Now, one of the added benefits of sort of joining the pieces here is, if you notice on here, I've got the connectors. Now, I only put those connectors in place to hold the piece together while that rod glued. And when I came to glue it, what I did is I put glue there, I put glue there, I put glue there, but I didn't put any glue near the connectors. And what that means is I can come along now and, come on, push the connectors out. And that's a pretty solid piece, you know. It won't, there's no problems with it. It's not bending, it's solid. You know, and that saves those two connectors. Yeah, and gives me a much cleaner flush of wall, or a much cleaner, much cleaner floor than having the bumps or not being able to sit it properly because there's connectors underneath it. Yeah, and putting this stuff together, it really is simple. It literally is a matter of, you know, coming along, you'd run your glue down there. You'd run your glue down there, yeah. You put your plastic rod in, yeah. So run your finger over it and then cut it. And just make sure you leave a little excess hanging over each side. Then once it's actually dried, yeah, just simply come in with a pair of hobby clippers, yeah, and just clip that off in parallel with that 45-degree angle, yeah. I'm not going to do it with a blade, I'll end up cutting myself. Okay, so that's how I cover up those panels, and that's all the sort of things I do on these sort of pieces. Let me pull my camera up, guys. That's what I do on all these sort of pieces, yeah, to sort of just make them more solid and, you know, join all the panels together and everything. But the overall results are really good. So I hope you found it interesting. If you've got the Mantic Deadzone or Battlezone stuff, yeah, give it a go. Yeah, it really does improve it. Okay, obviously, you know, you're putting glue on it, you're not going to be able to dismantle it after you've done this, yeah, so this is more for solid pieces. As you can see, this is coming together. I've got other stuff coming together all around me. Hopefully should have an update coming for you soon. And as always, guys, if you've liked it, like it. If you're new to my channel and you like this sort of stuff and making terrain in general, check out the rest of the videos. And if you like what you see, you know, give it a subscription. And finally, if you've got any questions or comments or need any help or just want an opinion or you want to throw an opinion in, that's what the comments are for, guys. Yeah, use them. There's more information in the comments usually after about a month than there is in the video, so go check them out, guys. Yeah, and genuinely, if you've got other ideas, check it out. Now the phone's ringing. The dog's farted again. It's one of those days, guys. I'll catch you soon. All the best. Ta-da. Do you know what? Making this, it would have been easier just damn type the thing out. Anyway, guys, listen, sorry about all the mistakes. Sorry about the line. It's been an experimental one. If it turns out really bad, you probably won't even see this. And if you do see this and you can't sort of understand it, say so in the comments and just I'll re-record it, yeah? Sorry, guys. It's just been one of those days. Right, back to the building. Catch you soon, guys. All the best. Ta-da.